here now, sir.
Nyamiadum. I told you, Anna.
And then I don't know.
Game no.
Game here.
Good fellow.
Game here, I don't know.
I'm only a PSG.
PSG game na Thomas. I didn't never Thomas.
I'm going to be more.
I don't understand. You need to be more say.
I'm going to be the PSG.
Chelsea need any PSG to be more. But say a match on Bible, like two teams in your Bible. So definitely some more. Anna.
I say body has a more. And yeah, definitely.
Say they about Kubi winning.
Which is PSG.
Of course. Which is almost everybody's favorite, no? A PSG. Right.
Including Ukraine.
Oh yeah, on paper definitely PSG.
And your paper son kwa BBM.
And your paper son kwa sim.
Se born another born one catch us a park in his own granny bottom. Bibia can be. Come in Bibia.
But say and only as my Edium Como I say. Yeah, about how PSG for no a team a better thing for you to deal with.
Yeah.
Say open any facet of play, how you want to deal with them. Paris Saint-Germain team a very difficult to deal with. Which your better analysis no me sure feel no about there. Just stick and stay with us. And then you know kakra nice one for you. And I promise you will love it like always. Maminchia Alkaline. Alkaline wa Pam. A very, very good listener of your show. Pam Central Regional.
Wow.
Yeah, consistently Alkaline listens to us every day. It's Alkaline. Maminchia no pay. Man no pay. So Diego Ashemi Jesse. Diego so on tia say Chelsea we go club cup final na me share normal share taba be
okay.
Analysis into Ashemi. Nice Chelsea Jesse.
Enchia Diego.
And okay, Maminchia Diego, champion Diego.
Good fellow. And so on kind.
Okay.
Good fellow.
Good fellow say monitor Accra.
Oh, din.
My good fellow say Vimo Hana.
Message or they send him say. But chamba she PSG. Na Monday no more press me neck.
Hey. Now boys, someone start here a Monday production at the Chelsea Sha. Chelsea production.
Kofi. Me say me come baby am ewura chewa. Wo kura be Jones.
Hin will tell me.
Game way.
Hin will.
Me ma Chelsea ngi trophy. I'm telling you.
There's a Chelsea Gia Hinsi. A normal team na get trophy. Obi enti no.
Wo si bibia nsi.
Hinsi na hono be.
Say me yi messages a chewa. I be shock you.
Oh, David. Chelsea for ye pe wase mo.
A man for threaten me life.
Wow,
boys. And me sure say wa ran show machina. Omo threaten wo Richardo. I'm say me. Some of us say na mo baba bo me. Debi.
You better go. You bo.
Omo threaten me no.
You. Eh camp your mongo fu. You need pepper spray. You say you don't advance the argument to higher. You yes argument.
And Manchester for me Samo. I'm sorry.
On Manchester you.
I'm chow.
Omuti na Chelsea for you say.
Muntio. Muti na Chelsea for you say me Samo. On come when I'm mompa any ye.
Na what we know.
Na money for a trophy say Kim me biem. Manchester for me Samo.
So we said this video be about production team na Arsenal for omo afre nyame. Afre Chelsea home e was spirit mu na rich.
Omo bojenim.
Oh ja. Omo di jam gidi o. Semaza. Omo ntiase. Na ye ni say Chelsea against the world. Chelsea ni bi anim. Say Chelsea against the world nyame adumachina. But Mr. Chelsea niya I don't know why exercise some restraint kakra. After a game of football, it's Nico baby. Wherever it will go, no. I think that I'll tell you one thing. Enzo Maresca say any the best thing that happened to only Chelsea for no since the season started. I think they are sending Gabby to WhatsApp now and all we need to know. Which now, once you are starting, the video can show. You need transfers in common after you Club World Cup analysis. And now, maybe I catch you say, the Barca offices, there is going to be a big meeting. And in that big meeting, Barca fans were going to be clear and tell Abranche Fredo, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, what their plans are for him and for the season. Which you know, any meeting back up the course, series of meetings. In fact, super agent Pini Zahavi was in there. Now, Pini by Rubedin Komobi in front of Mundo today. Mundo say on this right corner up here, the banner headline, or say Flick Moi Claro con ter Stegen. Flick was clear with ter Stegen.
I'm missing the West.
Debbie. He was clear with ter Stegen. And if you read on Sport Total say they told ter Stegen say he's going to be a substitute. General Omani say on number 1. Omani say Kobe number 2 or number 3, but he's not going to start. Barca number 1 goalkeeper, Juan Garcia. They were clear with him. Now, Barca offices Honoma. Barca wanted to Honoma. They were trying to go about their day. Apparently, there was a meeting booked with super agent Pini Zahavi. Actually, Pini is the agent of Robert Lewandowski. Pini, say agent for agent. Agent are other smaller agents look up to him. Even when Mino Reala was alive, I said the godfather of Mino was Pini Zahavi. Proper connection. You see, the agency where can reach about connections. And you need power or TV phones a jack. We will play away. Makani several times say in the transfer market, everything is about marketing. It's these super agents are the best marketers of our talents from any of our players. You need the best representatives for you to argue you out and sell you to the club. Or my club, or which my check club, and they be on board any CKS of them out. Or which my check club, no, how quality you are and the length of contract they should give you. Even in this clause, the agents, if they are good, negotiate it in your favor. Which, and no opinions I have called Barca for officers. The woman say, Frenkie de Jong as a sunny agent. A movie called Pini Zahavi Camp. Now, Obekaya, Frankie was on contract extension via a Barca table no see. Braba Man United for Mukakra, whether Frankie Beko United, Frankie all of those stories around it. Which the main crux of the matter of Frenkie de Jong, any Pini Zahavi going to the Barca offices was to talk about Abranche friend Frenkie de Jong contractor. Nyayetini said Barca for they see Abranche friend Frenkie de Jong as a key member of the team. Which when you talk about number 6, lowest 6 at all, it is easy to mention Rodri, easy to mention Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, John Neves. Alright, Frenkie de Jong, the Jumano Barca, no? Maybe people don't take their time to watch Frankie. And Maka, I'll always go back to how Josep Guardiola and Luis Enrique described Abranche friend Sergio Busquets, who I consider the GOAT of DLPs, deep line playmakers, Ejinen Fifi, and control the tempo of the game. Because Rich, the job of a deep line playmaker is to constantly recycle. Sebono, your money kokobuko kem, ni ye winning the backer. Me nese ni yusu margin, me positioning. Now it's okay, young monko side, young control, because in that time, attacking players need pick on positions. Then we can recycle the play again. And for me, Frankie is one of the best. The thing is that
he's cool, calm,
collected. Now, sometimes I hear analysis we say, what is it? About shame, and then I remember something. I listened to Amadou Onana, Aston Villa. Yeah. On Mr. Amadou Onana, there is a podcast in the UK called the Ballers Podcast. Now, footballers never so. Mr. Amadou Onana said the best player I was against him of size of Bono. And Amadou say, oh, on him say, I'm more expecting some ball attacking player be, but there be a Frankie de Jong. I say, hey, Frankie, I say, yeah. Or say, was that Frankie was some craft 10, or Timon, I know what 10. Or so, I didn't know I ever 4 ball to me body finish him. No, or 10 or Bobo. Very good player. And Rich, I think that's the right thing, of course, is for Barca to keep Abranche friend Frankie and to keep him at the club And it looks as if that's all Barca for no person here. And then you mean there was also a dinner between Juan Laporte and our brand friend Pini Zahavi. All of the interest of our brand friend Frenkie de Jong for him to stay there. See, Barca for one is show Nema. And as much as they've not gotten the players that they want to come in, they want to make sure the players stay on. Now, and no beam. We were logged in terms of who stays at Barca and who goes. And there's Christensen and Ronaldo Araujo. Ronaldo opportunities on Twitter and in the Facebook and in the Instagram. When the Barca for some catchphrase, Mesco and club, there's only one club, which is Football Club Barcelona. I think that Ronaldo will stay at Barca. I think that all indications, Ronaldo will stay. In my analysis, I think there's about.
So Christensen will leave?
Most likely. If Ronaldo stays, then maybe Christensen will.
But when you say no, here's our discussion.
Yeah.
A shocking messages are Barca from the buy. These were Barca supporters.
Yeah.
And almost around.
Oh, yeah.
Only one reason. Almost say, yes, he's a fine player. Mm-hmm. But where mistakes do?
Yeah. Especially, we see, and no, who's a Deco Quest interview bina on Bisa and Sebastian Beton and so on. In that interview, he was asked, and I'm not going to say, okay, Arao made mistakes. He alluded to it. And he went on to say, Sebastian Fonian to was because I feel no injury ever. It is true, Rich.
Almost like Christensen.
Yeah.
A versatile.
Yeah.
Who did he your bubble?
I don't make a chill.
Who did he job about on your mistakes?
I told you yesterday, Rich. Hansi
Ebia only in a cloud to one Nibi.
Rich, Hansi Flick born over. Sane constant on the ball as a defender. Ne. Rich, Adia Bakwa ANSA. A you will play and see one of content crown. It is a deficiencies beer. And in terms of on the ball, I understand that when I say some of these things, people think that I'm stretchy. Which all the best ball playing centre backs I've seen in the last few years, Andreas Christensen is part of. Andreas Christensen, born now one year successful with Chelsea in English Premier League, physicality no. You want to say Christensen on Kasa or the English Premier League centre force, no bully no. But say you're more born. Hey, Christensen was a good player. From his days that wasn't Mönchengladbach because of Cologne or Germany for a long time before he came out to Chelsea. He can play the ball. It's Barca there. But after saying my friend Ronaldo Araujo to a Mexican club, maybe it looks like he's saying, I see my friend in Football Club Barcelona. Of course, Frenkie de Jong is going to stay on. Now, which yesterday, Sport and AS Dario are reporting what I suspected would be the issue. And me, I don't like reporting totally what other people see. Me catch you, I'm not sure what I think is the issue about it. It was always going to be difficult for Barca to get Luis Diaz. Unless something changes. But this year, it doesn't look like Liverpool will sell. Luis Diaz has reported to Liverpool for pre-season. It doesn't mean say I'm on Tom. That's not the reason. Even when the season starts and the transfer window is open. Which, in TNSA, Barcelona are fully turning their attention to our brand here friend Marcus Rashford. Because that looks like a much more viable option to them than our brand here friend Luis Diaz. I don't have a problem. I think the Barcelona should not worry too much Luis Diaz and Ma.
And there's almost Liverpool.
Yeah.
Down in years likely.
Yeah.
Or be called Napoli.
Yeah.
Diogo Jota Sebi.
Yeah.
Accident is what claiming in life.
Yeah.
Jaka a branch in Gua. So why not go anymore? And Newcastle try almost strike Isaac. It's not and likely on my turn I'm Liverpool.
Liverpool. Yeah.
It is what some Luis Diaz qua. Any league no the woman equity. To some extent
Barca for Liverpool
for nothing. Because for a club consistently Abeka was a look, a branch and a young tone. And I'm reasons some of them are tangible.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
I don't tell money done to Sebi.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. At least there's so many
down in there, you no cry, Papa Bay, and Jedan Kui, or Napoli.
That win there.
Down in there, Kobe, when you live up when you didn't come out. On say akwandi keshi.
That we need Rasmus cover fine. So Rasmus will back preseason.
Down in next why?
Holland.
Oh, can you next year?
Can you next year? In Holland did you grow?
Holland need ye. No.
Rasmus Holland.
Me sure so coffee plan you need to catch it there. Oh, do you say? You know, the Jamdo, Ubisanu could say, my dear, we are sure so a strike. Aquanyade, you can't go with young
Madrid for Eddie Abrantes and Alvaro Carreras above Comutino as a left back. I think that who's a left back position one of Madrid, baby, or when you have problems, Kaka, Fela and Mendy were injury issues. And in terms of performance, which Adiabakwa Madrid fans will agree on almost across board, and they say, Ode Alvaro Ode Fela Mendy Babi Jinaonoma, he doesn't do the job well as a left back. Like near Alejandro Balde Yama Barcelona, no. Fela Mendy doesn't give that to them. And Omane Barca Kushia, na ye man for mana. If you mention Alejandro Balde, ultimately more Fela Mendy credit. So then, what they are saying is that it is important that they bring in a bunch of Alvaro Carreras from Benfica. Rui Costa Nyoma change so pem so kwaba after the Club World Cup no free no Benfica for have agreed. And Abrante friend Alvaro Carreras is going to be the new left back for Team FNFC Real Madrid. You see, Madrid know that they need to do a lot of overhauling Kakao Maichi. Now Trent Alexander-Arnold has come. There's going to be Dani Carvajal. Ometimi Achabo. Fran Garcia was on the left at certain point in time. One Fela Mendy. You add Alvaro Carreras to it. Fran can play in centre back. There is Raul Asensio. There's Antonio Rudiger. I think that the most complementing of the Madrid centre back area, Enye Rudiger Hodgson. I think say Militao Hodgson. I think say Militao and Hodgson. But Militao time a year Club World Cup yes starts to I could see his pictures in Madrid training. So I thought that he was okay. But I lose as he said Militao and you're fully fit. Or maybe Xabi Alonso didn't want to race him for the Club World Cup and the plan is for the season. So Madrid Enya Militao. No Dean Hodgson me do a chilonoma. I think these two can be good enough. Then, of course, the backup, if they want to play in a back five, then you can do Militao, Rudiger, and Dean Hodgson. With Dean Hodgson as a CCB, then Militao and Antonio Rudiger. Then you play with two wing backs. Of course, how you manage in FIFA, you want them, and then the work and the culture, it's about time. How Madrid can structure the culture. It's good that Madrid are getting him. Which, although I see the indications that Abia Rodrigo Becono. Bottom their tunnels, can any club pay? Will any club play 80 million to 100 million for?
So my question is, I'm a Real Madrid Amanako.
So boy, now they're complaining of like yes,
playing time
about. I mean, now no Club World Cup in 5 games, all of them on the bench. After that, even before that, the issues of how he's revered and as seen our Barcelona or Real Madrid team as compared to Mbappe and then Vinny Jr. And also was a little bit questionable. So now, Ocean or a lot of quality or young. I mean, this player will not even have to 26 years young. I think 24, 25 or baby. Young player. And he has a lot of game time to play ahead of him. So make me a club rich. There's what you Madrid be as well. See if you can get a place where you play consistently and you win more and then also play more. Yeah.
No, but I think Rodrigo problem and yet maybe a Madrid for instance who say is big. Any problem.
What do you think is Rodrigo's problem?
If you say playing time in any problem.
Okay.
Like you said, he's young.
Yeah.
Of one national team. So what threat to bench is I know lose spot.
Yeah.
And the mobile if you frequently all on a club side.
Yeah.
Disadvantage no trust no way he's young of one national team. Bonus on
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden Yakofi Club World Cup.
Yeah.
5 matches or so Mubia. He'll be worried. Or Nipa. What I say? Or Nipa. I think Madrid far away how many are branches in the Bekasa. Now, Jabin so and how to accommodate a branch in the
setup. After the Club World Cup exit, he should have played 2 center forwards. Any 3. It means that one of the things that Xavi will do going into the season is to play top 2, not top 3.
There's only a bench.
In the last time you bought top 3 Crampone, Gonzalo Garcia, Mbappe, Nivini, he wasn't there. So how is he going to play?
What number?
We need a number.
Okay, point come here, my friend.
Say, Trafford, Anna.
Oh, it neighbor Trafford.
Only big change, more Trafford.
Remember, I big boy.
Or, Massa, or the Mamma, my big boy, and what about my big boy? Madrid for interview on the Bremo, Casimiro is your man, in Jaffem.
Casimiro, as a boy, natural.
Casimiro, Ban,
you know,
Casimiro, Ban, Jaffem.
Brian Bono football, Kofi, young no Kunio.
I said, the other way.
As some nabo,
I signed it, say, or Fasia.
do their penama, mammy. Now, Mamma Calent in a friend.
Oh, I'm fine. It's almost
a big boy.
Players before them remember they Jaffem. Jaffem. The more Azari remember where they are. Or with you, Mama's happy PS. Okay. Liverpool for now retired the jersey of Diego Jota.
Fantastic.
Number 20. Yeah. And I know Pena Mitia Simi. Who say Liverpool win with 20th title last season. And coincidentally, Diego Jota won the jersey number 20. And they've retired it. They retired it for him and
Babranto in as a yow Diego Jota. And say naturally United Nibia non pe Liverpool.
Yeah.
But that boy Diego Jota said that be a government catch. Or yes, strikers now on assuming for Nibia.
Yeah.
Baby obefi and on him go shy. Me kai sabre na me home family me wo fi na madakra me sorry me family phone. Na mu say news no. I was like, wow. Diogo Jota. Onyame mfa ne crancy ya hwe sache.
As a United fan na muko kusiana na mo ye worried ana.
Oh yeah. Oye one strike am so no papa. On say oye strikers na. Least chance obese.
Yeah.
Chance ahun so ense na nya chance no.
Yeah.
Obese ne simple. Ball no nimbo.
Yeah.
Emi sa brante no. Went to me ammo and
ana muko kusiana. He was one of the players and United fans that thought they'd be more worried about.
Yen Benfa.
When me
malam bi o yen no branch is
what you there and what
Sman to me swan cement star. Aranti bobo.
Most of the day
cement. Thank you munyedu. Anka branch Opium story.
Me show video be on your Facebook. Me show say OT on radio so you will not see the video. To back Facebook a bit trouble. Rich. On say Liverpool for ne say omo de Diogo ni 2 years contract na kana. Omo de be man the money here. And they'll put part in an education fund for Diogo Mano.
That's fine.
Now I'm thinking say the family no call Liverpool on any training grounds. One probably to go and say thank you to the squad and so on Mbabe, Ebi John Mobane Quine, and then 2 to also go to the formalities of playing. There is a video on Facebook Rich. Now Diogo Mame, Virgil van Dijk Eden Insa Atunikum. Now console Mame Rich.
Yeah. Umami.
Yeah.
Young.
Virgil den Insa Atunikum no console.
Diogo Jota say who projecting here. Baby ananka branch ne.
Hey, just 2029.
Na. Yeah.
Or the Virgil den Insa Atunikum na or console Mame say Mame ni nyaisu. Which it was a hard time. And then that's exactly what happened with Abantia, your friend Diogo Jota. Now strike is insane. What's going on the market? Now quickly, and with any games now on. Say Chelsea for say you need almost see Nicolas Jackson here 100 million because of Uwe Kitike. Almost I'm call Frankfurt for say Kitike 80 million. No say Kitike get 12 away Frankfurt 80 million and Jackson 100. Mo me fane.
Why?
Nico. Okay, Nico ne Rasmus Hojlund.
Hojlund.
Oh boy.
Me say.
Oh kind of crazy.
When you say United management in him. No for player bia from Chelsea.
Benjamin Chilwell you don't okay count. Say 25 million.
Kofi minimum come on you. We don't need any Chelsea player. Emfanyawe. Nicolas Jackson is 100 million. He says, I don't know market no.
Yeah, Nicolas Jackson 100 million. Now Nicolas Jackson.
Nicolas Jackson. Me on the price tag pa.
The price tag is
10 million.
Who go to Rasmus Holland 70 million fee at Atlanta by? Yeah, Tony Kroos that's 100 million.
Now we don't know how Atlanta.
Now the Kroos who know why Chelsea. At the conference league. A qualifier or book club World Cup final. Who players or buy a you create movie.
Conference league.
I will play all today.
What the back room? A coast league and I'm a coast league. Yeah, and Jeffy. But I chance about the coast.
I don't care. I didn't want you
to coast league now.
I don't care. I read your book.
Maybe I see you if I can Omunya a for a TV right go bunya
bi. I don't care with the
league
and two and
conference
and 2 go be. I don't care.
As a man, I don't
care. All the now the response for land. Minister obey say ah no akwaji atum we chose Kofi. Na mo Jackson yo ya dio.
Over no million de Kofi adey.
Say I'm turn no.
Transfer answer there be asem we me come.
The thing with Chelsea.
Me come so and I said to me no na dey na dey.
Some of the
on na Chelsea cares what
it's wrong. Obo be say on turn. Jackson Chelsea 100 million on ton.
Ekitike mo say 80 million.
Now one to Rasmus Holland 70 million. Rich. Otto Rasmus Holland 70 million. One cash you. Brandon Mbeumo. Mo the first bid, second bid. Mo ya 65 million. Brandon Mbeumo. Mbeumo 65 million.
That's what me Mbo.
Onimbo che why?
Maybe o shan our club no on Brentford.
Now Brandon Mbeumo Mbo na Jackson Mbo.
Kofi. Me kan say ma kan fa Jackson en table na.
Because when you because Jackson
say Jackson on your Chelsea product.
Me Jackson Chelsea product.
Chelsea bonus on TV mbo. E to mu jana man nko.
E no crave kada. Macau has several account Twitter account Facebook say Chelsea told Nicolas Jackson no Madrid they are making a mistake together. Macau. To me my stance are clear. It's when you remember transfer ya chill.
Akofi. Enye na transfer market you must say no. Wey
voilà
mambi say mami bi eton sa we yo da ne fe no
uni aso betra
ye fe dada no a uni ma se je o si test dada no a sensa
but uni aso betra Galatasaray
o si me na sem ne me se me ka bibiri
ungabi
because men pan why Turkey
but that's where they are willing to give me the money. Na only me see Richardo.
Eti ufi say Osimhen sika na open. Turkish clubs in bet me dia man. Like the demands no they can meet.
Na say go for man more rich.
And na me ba no.
Yeah rich but I'm telling you that.
Any teams omo Saudi Arabia. Omo man more than the other
thing. That he intitute to was. Makacho say the conversation with Osimhen is straightforward. Saudi Arabia no or say more until one man is a car 77 crazy money and to the extent of 30 million plus annually or so it means that he wants to stay in Europe what is a Chelsea the offer how come with Osimhen what's the pain what this is the Chelsea the offer come with Osimhen no what's the United the offer come with Osimhen Arsenal what's the offer come with
because mainstream Europe no monto
to boss I didn't know monto
omo free sa brand in boarding
I didn't know Osimhen boarding, but to better Brandon Mbeumo 65 million. Osimhen 70 million. How will you buy Brandon Mbeumo 65 million? You don't buy Osimhen 65 million. That is how I keep on telling you. Say.
No, but Kofi, me to a point, I say, but what shall Brandon is interest? Maybe you're on your interest and or joining Manchester United.
Oh, you will be interested. Why would Osimhen?
And Kofi, we are sure, Pastor Meba. We are sure, say. So Osimhen, I ready. So about Manchester United. You better 60 players akoto Mbeumo. Near Osimhen. Abro no ya 2070.
Na player or no.
Can you say deal with that?
No be na mo dey anymore. Na mo tebi ni. Mo ma to dey chase. Mo ti go to Taro Malaysia ba. Dey ni me bi ba. Mo to Anthony 80 million.
Ye so me Fred Carlington.
Say o mo nya fa.
Na me anka se be di mi nkomo bi. No I say sa branch no. In this Obobo Manchester ne dia. I think that
ABR Osimhen attitude by the time I know Ofi Napoli or Napoli staff and how Aurelio De Laurentiis is a tough negotiator. No? Maybe the reason why in TR clubs can be the reason. Madrid, never one in your bogey DBR. Galatasaray Afonso Muchias. Make us time is 70 million, almost Muchian in 5 installments. Yes, every year you're into 70 million, 5. It's every year behind the FA say a 15 crampo and I say 12 they will pay that because 12 is 60. So let's say somewhere around 14 something. Or maybe every year be a 14 million for 5 years and some of to Simena or really say massa. This is what you have from there for 10 years.
Every so any wages, you know, and they're scared. Especially clubs from Europe, you know.
But I'm saying that the wage that is outrageous was doggy or Saudi Arabia. And I'll say move for wage emna. So on the 420 Saudi Arabia there. Also pay the same amount that you see in Napoli.
Osimhen. Ebia one cost Saudi because if you say look Saudi no I want to
but me say Osimhen has been clear that he wants the same amount that he was taking at Napoli. 12 million euros. That is what Nico Williams money. That is what small boys need.
Jana mo manko fa no.
Chelsea say you dey waste structure the 12 million abro team no. Benjamin Chiwo on stadium no.
Any game no.
Over 12 million euros ye papa mo hono nti Arsenal for say nyom no ni Madrid Mohamed Kudus Equatorial Mospe. And
Kudus dey kakra bi on.
Yeah.
For do to me because I mean say o can.
Oh, perfect move. No say me catch you.
Is it okay?
A perfect move. As a Ghanaian.
Tottenham no I'm guarantee the trophies.
Thomas Frank is a good manager, so
I don't think so, Kofi.
Which last season Tottenham won the Europa League.
Yes.
And against a team.
Against Tima. Well, for some reason, Timmy Enyade. Against Tima Enyade.
Against Tima, oh, history, what you trophies, you know.
Yeah.
But what if we said, so maybe there's a new era at Chelsea at Tottenham Hotspur. I think that's a good move for him. I like the fact that from day one, the agency were clear, said they want Tottenham Hotspur. And then they went and they pursued Tottenham Hotspur. We wish him the best.
Sure.
As a Chelsea fan, I would love saying about Chelsea. Which many time and Kasim, but him say Chelsea and make 112 million in sales. Nobody's talking about this. Obiaba Babies say Chelsea here in yes Kakoto players. Chelsea are turned Noni Madueke 52. Or turn Jogi Petrovic 25. Or turn Joao Felix 25. Or turn Ishi Smell Samuel 6 million. Waton Marcus Bettinelli Echo Manchester City 112 million. Chelsea are making sales already. Season you know baby. Now you big game in Hong Kong. Oh sound bites be more bomber me. Enzo Maresca say.